Hey, and good morning. I'm Angela, and I'm here with Omuugn. And we're sharing insights and wisdom from Omuugn. Today, we're talking about coherence. Now, coherence is a really interesting topic because it has us asking the question, are your words and actions in cohesive and alignment with your life? Please help me welcome Omuugn. Hi, Omuugn. How are you today?
Morning. It's a beautiful day.
It's interesting because when we think about being consciously aware of how we are communicating with other people, I've become aware that my form of communication in my head was different than how other people perceive it. It's easy for us to say, this is not working out for me. And so I've had to start thinking in different terms because it's easy for me to say things like, I'm really frustrated today because everything is falling apart. And we have these generalizations. What is everything? And what is it that's falling apart? So now I can be laser focused in my questions and I know what the outcome is going to look like when it comes back to me. And it's really helped me reframe exactly what I'm trying to accomplish. Creating the cohesiveness, I think we have to think of it in terms differently. Would you agree? Or is there a better way to do that?
I agree. If you make your communication clear, it it just solves a lot of situations. The more clear you make it, the more clear the answer will be. As we apply these principles that are across the board coherent, it adds a structure to our life that it gives us comfort and security because we're always looking for truth and what reality is. The sciences are put together in a way that we can depend on them and we understand them because they are consistent. They have that quality about them that we tend to trust. And we need to incorporate those kinds of things into our own personal traits. One of the reasons that I wrote the books was I realized that we were put together with a lot of different characteristics and traits that make us very unique individuals. But we're not very coherent in some of those traits and characteristics. That's where we have the problems that we face in life. If we can identify traits and put the research and understanding into that trait, it gives us a sense of coherency because we see how things fit together. And a lot of traits work with each other. For example, we talked about abundance. Abundance is also attached to trust, it's attached to a positive attitude. So the traits work together, creating a network of coherency for whatever trait we're working on. We have support from other traits, other characteristics that assist us in accomplishing our objective. We should utilize as many of those variables as we can because the more variables we use, the more coherent everything becomes in a broader scale. Things work together to help each other, like patching the tire on the wheelbarrow and then using the wheelbarrow and getting everything ready for the job. Those are all different traits and characteristics that make the trait that we're working on more understandable, and it becomes more of a reality to us. And we can trust the systems and processes. One thing that comes to mind is nature. If we look at nature, we see how everything fits together. You have the seasonal things, how that in the fall, they will decompose and it creates the soil that other trees and other plants can grow in. They're just a beautiful coherency in nature. And coherency is across the board in everything that you look at nature's processes, the sciences, optics, the language that we speak, the relationships that we have. Coherency is really a critical component that we need to emphasize. We need to understand more fully all of the time.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This is from the Insights and Wisdom of Omuugn. I want to encourage you, if you haven't already got your copy, this is part 1 of 2 in a series in the Insights and Wisdom of Omuugn. That's it for today. We'll see you guys again when we join together with Omuugn and we cover the next topic in the Insights and Wisdom of Omuugn.